the OCG local metagame scene always is tickle my fancy. Just one of the best things that I can say. Like, the creativity and the things that they come up with over there, I'm gonna say that they far surpass the TCG. I mean, I give a lot of our competitive scene a lot of crap in the TCG because it's almost like we've kind of lost a lot of the casual side, but the OCG is always trying to find some way to make even like their lesser competitive decks competitive. So what we're going to be looking at here is a Dark World list from the OCG side of the metagame. Now, you have to remember that this is a local based report. A lot of the OCG doesn't, well, hell, the OCG doesn't have regionals. I mean, the closest thing that they have is the Tetsu Championships and whatever expansion of qualifiers that they actually get over in the OCG. So, high-level competitive results, they tend to be a little bit rarer in things. And the Dark World's kind of been one of those decks that has kind of fallen to the wayside since, as you can tell, let me switch this back over to the TCG side. You can tell that card destruction is not being legal here, which has been a really big disappointing thing. Like, a lot of the old core staples, Avarice, Solemn Judgment, Heavy Storm even, the TCG's been without them for years, and TCG's become accustomed to being a much different metagame than its counterpart in the OCG. The OCG is much faster. There's a lot more tempo that the OCG has to go with, and I would even say a lot more bullshit. You know, they had to deal with Tier 0 Spiral format much longer than TCG did, and a lot of the problems that tend to arise over there are because of cards like this. You know, they're degenerate for a reason. So when you're looking at this, understand, I know Dark World's been a deck that's been in a lot of players' hearts over the years. You know, a lot of people miss the recursion ability of Grapha. I understand. I hear you. Also, the fact that this can be a recurable link monster now. If you soul charge back multiple Dark World guys, continue to link off with Grapha and recur a hand back, and then just card destruction them away and move on along with your day. Like, there's some really cute things that I think Dark Worlds can kind of do now. The being not necessarily like a link spam deck, but they can do some tricky things, especially if you want to be a fun player, you want to go to locals and play casually. Dark World tends to want to be that deck of choice, just because of kind of cool things with this. Also kind of surprised to only see one copy of the Gates in here. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to get into the Dark World list. So, 2 copies of Beige Vanguard of the Dark World, 1 Gofu, Triple Brow, 1 Dandelion, 1 Destroymare. Of course, we've been talking about how great this son of a bitch is. Triple Grapha, 2 Grinder Golem, and Triple Snow. That's literally to the maximum capacity that I think that this person wanted to go. Also, only surprised to only see 1 copy of Destroymare, but I suppose in a metagame where your normal summon kind of makes or breaks everything, and she's also only good as your normal summon, establishing that link monster back from the graveyard, I feel like this is just kind of a combo extender. I want to use the term win more, but I don't think that is really appropriate for Ibly. So go with it as you will. You can adjust this number, I think, but just kind of something interesting I wanted to point out there. Anyway, spells: 2 Allure of Darkness, 1 Card Destruction, 1, 2, 3 Dark World Dealings, Triple Drag Down to the Grave, 1 Foolish Barrel, Triple Magical Contract Door. This just lets you hand your opponent a spell card, and then you get to add a level 7 or 8 Dark Monster from your deck to your hand. I didn't actually, like, I was thinking about this. I'm like, what do I want to grab with Magical Contract Door? Like, what's my end game here? Well, you have fucking Grinder Golem and Grapha that you can recur for. And I feel like having a searcher for the Grinder Golem play actually is a lot more value than I think I want to admit here. Honestly, I think that the Grinder Golem play is going to be what this deck capitalizes on, because you want to make sure that, Link Karibo into Akashik Bounce, Security Dragon. You want to be able to kind of just set up, make sure you can go to the full extent in which you need to go. So having this with this definitely gives you a lot more tandem and ability to move around than probably you actually want. So, and then 2 copies Pot of Avarice, 2 Recurring Nightmare, 1 Soul Charge, 2 The Gates, and 2 Trade-In. I mean, you have 5 targets for Trade-In. Technically more because of these, but I definitely don't think we're ever going to be dropping off combo pieces like Grinder Golem. And then, of course, 2 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. You guys know how strong Eradicator has been throughout the years as a very passive card. Declare spell, acquire trap card. There's a reason why, as you see here, it is limited to 1 in the TCG, so we cannot fully abuse this. So, something interesting. Down here in the extra deck, 1 copy of Akashik, 1 Firewall Dragon, 1 Curious, Dominion of the Lightsworn, 2 Link Karibo, of course, 1 Security Dragon, 1 Skulldeet, 1 Summon Sorceress, 2 Troymare Cerberus, 1 Troymare Goblin, 1 Griffin, 2 Troymare Mermaid, and 1 Troymare Phoenix. I definitely feel like you get the maximum result trying to go up the Troymare line with this, because you can bring out Ibly with Mermaid, which I think is something else that a lot of people haven't really caught on to, because just Troymare. Anyway, keep that in mind. So, what is the purpose of this deck? Well, you guys know, as opposed to every other Dark World deck out there, this has been your go-to with Eradicator to some degree, but we have new fun stuff to kind of just try to take advantage of, because Recurring Nightmare with Snow, pretty good value. Outside of that, I feel like it's the link spam, the speed, the veracity. It's really what you want out of this deck. And as I said earlier, the Grinder Golem combo with just these now being options to you to go up the line and achieve different things for the co-links, and then draw, and then, just you can just draw a card if this card's co-link, so you can continue on with your initial combos. Keep that in mind. These all have that beautiful draw 1 clause. Keep that in mind. So the continuous advantage that you're kind of generating out of the Troymare engine while kind of just climbing the ladder here with this literally just lets you combo extend into probably the biggest board that you can get. Alright, let's shuffle up this bad boy, kind of take a look at, well, what kind of hands we're looking at here. I love how Pot of Avarice is a combo extender in this deck, because you just throw back your fucking Troymare engine and just not even give a fuck. Hey, Lure of Darkness. Hey, Magical Contract Door. I'd probably... Is it wrong that I want to allure? Okay, so this is my 5. I want to allure. We'll draw 2. And kind of want to see where we go from there, because we are holding the Contract Door to go get wherever we want to go with our combo. Definitely going for Grinder Golem. Would probably just kick them a field spell and just not even give a fuck about it. I mean, yeah, we'd kick them the field spell and then start along with Grinder Golem days. Absolutely no reason not to go down that path. Unfortunately, I don't think we can go much further than just the shenanigans that Grinder Golem feeds to us in that hand. Hey, Drag Down to the Grave. It's pretty good. Fucking Dandelion. How you doing, buddy? This hand is... I mean, yeah, you Dark World Dealings, draw into Dark Contract, and then you'll draw into this, and then, hey, you know what? You move on along with your day here. So, something else to keep in mind here. I mean, once again, you're going to be at your combo because you got to the Magical Contract Door every fucking time. This hand is not spicy at all. Sad face. Once again, Magical Contract Door, and we have a spell to kick our opponent. You might want to consider filtering this hand a little bit. Drag down. I would set these. I mean, this is going to be your opening hand, and then you can, as you need to, filter off. Consider where you're going with that hand, though. It could be a little bit risky to do some of the more spicy things. This hand seems like a brick, unfortunately. Dealings into snow is pretty good to set up for whatever combo piece we want to go down. If you're going second, you will have the trade in, so you can go search for Graph off of this. And then, depending if you get far enough, you might get into the contract. Just kind of depends. So, very interesting deck. I'm not going to lie. I like cool concepts like this, but what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, and guys, hope you have a good rest of your day. Later. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. I will be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.